Well, hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Jen, and I'm here with Morgan,
Wow.
and we're here to talk about the new year. And even though, in some ways, I don't know about you, Morgan, but I'm like, wow, we're already at a new year again, right?
I can't believe it.
It feels like it snuck up
I
on me
know.
in some way. Like I went for my birthday, which is in November, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, new
Yeah.
year. But I feel like today's topic is so important, whether you're somebody who is struggling with an eating disorder or just as a human being, because I think this end of the year can be so loaded around messages with body and messages around weight and weight loss.
Mhm.
In Miami, we get lots of messages around getting your beach body and like all of that. And it can just be so hard, and then that much
Mhm.
harder if you're somebody in recovery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. So, Morgan, I'm wondering if you can share what some of this was like, especially when you were in the thick of your eating disorder or at the beginning stages of your eating disorder recovery and coming to New Year's resolutions and
Mhm.
how that would be for you.
Yeah, so what just came to mind was when, like, from ages 10 through when I began recovery, like age 18, 19, my New Year's resolution every year was lose weight.
Oh, gosh.
Every year. That's exhausting.
Oh my gosh. And even as a little 10-year
Yeah,
old,
I
oh,
know.
Morgan.
I mean, I think I started dieting even before then, but
Mm,
like it consumed my life. And so I would have the holidays and then I would feel
mhm,
guilty for everything that I ate throughout the holidays. I would be like, oh my God, I gained so much weight, which I didn't.
mhm.
Um, and you would see all these things, like you were saying, like how to lose this much weight or start this new workout program January 1st. And
Mhm.
everybody was doing it. So that's what I would do every single year. And then
Yeah.
it would be a diet. So it would naturally not work.
Not work. Oh my gosh. I was remembering something, and I actually wrote this, me and Dr. Vaughn on our team are writing a book, and I remember this awful diet. It was awful. Like it had like three items that you would eat for 3 days, and my brother and I would do this together, and like one of the awful things on this diet were beets that I hated, and I would like hold my nose and like make myself eat these beets. I remember my mom, who was a dieter, but she was like, why are you guys doing this,
Yeah.
right? Like, you don't have to do this. And we'd be like, no, like we have to do this 3 day diet. And my brother and I were just talking about that recently. It was like it was like hot dogs, beets, and like the weirdest combination
Yeah.
and like terrible. And like, what was the point of that? And we were young, and like I look back, I'm like, what were we thinking?
No, but that's what you hear, that you're
Mhm,
supposed to go on a diet when the new year
mhm.
starts.
Yeah. So we're really encouraging people to create something new for themselves, right? And
Mhm.
maybe even take this whole thing resolution, right? Like even that word is like resolute, like
Yeah.
it's like that has too much of that black and whiteness to me. And usually people create a resolution and it doesn't last very long, by February. What was my resolution versus like maybe really spending some time alone and really creating like a conscious way to think about this new year and also closing
Mhm.
2025. And Morgan, we just did a beautiful, beautiful ceremony with our team, really kind of
Mhm.
completing 2025, looking at our lessons, looking at the challenges, looking
Mhm.
at the good things. And it was such a beautiful way to really reflect on closing this year and moving into something new.
Yeah.
So, I would love to share with everybody a couple like rituals that I do now. Hi, this is Dr. Jen. Subscribe to the Fab channel if you're interested in getting more videos, more tips, more strategies about how to get through your eating disorder recovery and to be living your joyful and fulfilling life. And I can't say I started these so long ago, but one thing that I love to do, and I start this off at the new year. So I'm going to show two things that I love to do around creating intentions, not
Mm-hmm.
solutions, but intentions. So one thing I do is I have this really cool box, a dear friend of mine, Audrey, gave to me. And in this box, I have these, and yeah, I love it. It has like the little eyes, so like the vision for your new year. So I have these like really cool slips of paper and a little pen in there. And then as I go through my year, and I did this for 2025, I write down these memories that I've had for the day. And like if I just pull one, let me see if this is one I actually want to read with her. I'm going to take a risk and read it. So, oh, cool. So, yeah, this is one. So, I just came back from this beautiful adventure in Mexico. So, I just put a lot of learning on this trip, and that I'm taking my work in a different way where I'm holding everything lighter. Like, and I wrote strong intention, light attachment, strong intention, light attachment. So it's like sometimes it's like a message that I got for that day and I want to remember it. And then I put it in my box. And then what ends up happening is that the last day of the year, I read all of my messages and it kind of tells a story of the year.
I love that. I
Okay.
really do love that idea.
So Morgan, we're going to do this together with the Fab team. And I encourage
Yeah.
people like, get a cute little box off
Mm-hmm.
of Amazon, get your little cards, and then use this. It's
Yeah.
like your memory box, but it's also kind of like the lessons you're learning, the things that happen. Sometimes I'm putting super happy things, sometimes I'm putting super sad things in
Mhm.
there too. Like just marking the big things in life.
Yeah. And that's kind of the exercise we did the other day with our coach. She had us write down every month of the year of 2025 and
Mhm.
write down a memorable thing that happened. And it was just so, I loved looking back and seeing like I got engaged this year, but my grandmother passed away this year. So looking at all of the different things that happened and just like being like, wow, this was the year. And now I'm closing it, well, not yet. It's only December 3rd, but to be.
Yeah.
So I love that exercise too.
Mm. Yeah, it was amazing when we did that, looking at our 2025 with each of us on this team and how many happy things, but simultaneous
Mm-hmm.
hard things. And
Yeah.
it was like the year of all of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody on our team, Joanne, said, "Well, do you know that this year, 2025, is called the year of the snake?"
Mm-hmm.
So we were shedding a lot in 2025. Like, what are you letting go of? What are you forgiving? What are you surrendering to? What are you completing? And moving into 2026, and I think this is the Chinese calendar, is the year of the horse. And so, year of the horse is like moving forward with action and like
Mm-hmm.
moving towards those things that you want. So really interesting just to if that's something that aligns for you. And then I'll just share one other thing that I've been doing. So some people call these dream boards, but I would call this a feeling board. I just came up with that name. And again, our coach, had me like create these images, but not just like, oh, things that I want, like a material thing I want or something like that. Some of it is like, oh, some things I want to create more of in my life, like, oh, I want to create more traveling in my life. But her coaching to me was to create the feeling on this like feeling board. So, like you can see, I don't know if you can see all of that, but it's like so colorful And I tend to be a very visual person, so this really resonated. And then I literally put it in a place where every day I saw this in 2025. And when I look at it, it's like, first of all, it would make me so happy seeing it. Like, first of all, I loved remembering like life is now, like not later, not waiting. Definitely got that message when my mom died. I was like, okay, like no more waiting on things, like whatever you want
Right.
to do, like life can change in a moment. And so I have like women traveling, and that's what I kind of just did in Mexico, which was so cool. I have this whole thing around like finding balance. And, I have this little girl dancing, and I've been doing a lot of dancing. I even did some dancing this morning in my Zumba class and working on this book with Dr. Vaughn. But if it's some of it is like, okay, intentions and what I'm creating, but it's also the feeling. Like I love this woman's face where she's just like
Mhm.
having a party. And I'm like, yes, I want my life to feel like I'm having a party every day. So that's another really cool practice if you're looking at like, well, okay, I'm not going to create a New Year's resolution all about weight and la la la. Like, even though I
Mhm.
do have some health stuff on here, right? Like, I have the balance finding, like yoga, like strong and flexible, or like making yummy food that I, really, really enjoy and feels like delicious and nutritious. And I know, Morgan, you created a really cool intention in 2025 about
Yes. Posture.
sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, my posture's not great 100% of the time, but it's been one thing. Like honestly, before the last few years, I could never remember my New Year's resolution. Like it just never lasted. I knew it was always like losing weight, but it never lasted. So when I shifted to things that you can gain, like better posture, less neck pain, less back pain,
Mm,
that kind of thing, it was super helpful for me. And
mm,
again, I don't have the best posture in the world, but I don't have neck pain anymore.
mm.
So
And I love what you said, Morgan, about this idea of like, instead of looking at like, oh, I want to lose weight, I want to,
mhm.
it's like, what do I want to gain in
Yeah.
2026? Like, what do I want to expand in my life? What am I moving towards in my
Mhm.
life? And so, for anybody listening today, like, you kind of know what you want. Like, if
Yeah.
we really pause and say, gosh, if I can have this year be any way I want, like, what would I want to create? What would I want to add that's going to
Mhm.
bring the joy, that's going to bring more peace, that's going to bring more adventure, whatever it is for you. But I really encourage all of us to spend some time in reflection. Like, I definitely know this is the month of like parties and shopping and doing a lot. And
Mhm.
so there's like a lot of outward energy. And at the same time, winter is also about going within.
Yeah.
And so we just encourage you to spend some time going within to close the 2025, the snake, and what you're going to create for this next beautiful year. So, Morgan, on that note, that's all I have to say. Anything else you want to add in terms of closing us out?
I think that just reminded me to suggest to everyone to crack open your journal and journal about 2025 and what you
Mm,
might want to create in 2026. It's always a great way to get these thoughts flowing and reflect.
awesome. Love it. Okay, everybody. Happy holidays and Happy New Year.